obviously I've gone through the head coaching stuff, and you learn a lot going through that. But I'm happy to be back in this chair where I get to coach a little bit more football and not deal with all the administrative stuff that comes with being a head coach. But the perspective, I guess, especially, and that's what was exciting about coming back, just being in a building where I was once a coordinator and now having head coaching experience, to have that global view. So there's a lot of empathy for understanding what Kyle's going through and trying to help him out best I can. But so it's just, I guess, more experience.
Was there a temptation to go somewhere else where you're working for another head coach or another situation?
No, and I mean that. I have a tremendous amount of respect for this organization. Obviously, starting at the top with Jed, he's phenomenal. But Kyle, his family, John, Prague, they gave me so much. And during the first 2 years, if you think about those first 2 years as the coordinator in 17 and 18, it wasn't easy, and it could have been very easy for them to move on from me, and so I'm indebted to this organization, to those men for the rest of my life. They stuck with me, and we made it happen. We did what we needed to do, and the rest is history. But I'm excited about the opportunity to get a chance to do it again with them.
Has your defensive scheme evolved at all since you were here the last time?
Yeah, for sure it's evolved. You're always trying to stay 2 years ahead of the offense, and when we went to the Jets, there was a lot of different things that we started to do, and even now, while we have some things from the Jets, there's stuff that has evolved over the course of the last 4 years here, and obviously with the league, that there's stuff happening. So we've over this off season, a lot of really cool concepts, a lot of really cool things. So some things are the same, some things are the same from the Jets, some things are meshed, some things are coming in that's new. So it's like I said, we're trying to stay a couple years ahead. A lot of it may seem similar, but there's a lot of nuance that makes it different. So
When you try to stay a couple years ahead, what exactly does that mean? Does that mean that you have to kind of project where you think offenses will be?
For sure, there's always trends with offenses, and you can get an idea of what they're trying to do and what they're trying to get done, and you're just trying to pick up on those trends. I don't want to get into too much detail, but you're always trying to stay ahead of them.
Could you get into a little bit of